Hello, hello, hello. Well, welcome to the Global Media Summit Literary Awards. It's our first annual Literary Awards, and we are so excited to bring this to you with the wonders of technology. And we are here, and we said we'd get started at 7:30. I'm just a couple of minutes early, but we wanted to start the show tonight, and get going as soon as we possibly could. But listen, we are here now. The Global Media Summit is a wonderful conference. Global Media Summit is actually an annual conference, and it happens once a year. In fact, right now, we were planning on having the Global Media Summit this week here in Dallas. And because of the pandemic and certain situations, that's not going to happen this year, unfortunately. But we did want to bring you a live award category show tonight, and we can do that, and I just think it's great. So I've dressed up, and of course you don't have to. You're in your own home, and that's the beauty of all this technology, is that we can come to you live and we can get all dressed up, and you don't have to. So you probably can't see my pajama pants underneath this screen, but we know I'm not wearing pajama pants. But we are here live, and it's an amazing thing. Global Media Summit is an incredible, like I said, once a year conference, and it brings Christians and media together. We learn, we brainstorm, we meet each other. In fact, projects are originated during the Global Media Summit. And I was in a film that was originated because people got together at Global Media Summit. It is amazing. If you're a speaker, an actor, a director, a writer, whomever you are, if you're in media, you need to be at the Global Media Summit. And that's the wonderful thing, because we as Christians need to come together and we need to brainstorm and come up with new ideas. There are several tracks that you can learn from. And you know what's great is that if you're, let's say you're an actor and you want to write a book, well, you can do that. You can learn how to do that at the Global Media Summit each year. So I'm going to encourage you that next year, when it's announced, you jump on board and register for the Global Media Summit next year. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be kind of like 2 years into one next year. But here's the thing. Listen, Sue Ellen Roberts is the founder and originator of the Global Media Summit. She is a media professional that thought, hey, we need to bring Christians together in media. We need to bring them together and learn together and grow together. And I just so appreciate Sue Ellen for doing that, because it means so much. We need this. We need Global Media Summit. And here's the cool thing about it. It's called global for a reason. We have people from all around the world that attend Global Media Summit. And so it's not just us Texans here, and I am a local Texan, but listen, it is certainly, it's so wonderful to hear from people from around the world at Global Media Summit. And I am always challenged and thrilled when I attend, because I get to see what's going on around the world. So listen, so tonight, as I said, this is our first annual literary awards for the Global Media Summit. And I'm going to introduce a very special, incredible lady that has become kind of a pillar here at Global Media Summit. And I am so thrilled. I've got to know her a little bit more during this week as we've gone through all of this the award categories, and really looking through and going through and practicing, because this is such a new thing for us. We want to make sure we get it right. But listen, Mary Hollingsworth is an author of more than 120 Christian books. She has appeared on the bestsellers list more than 100 times in her 36 years in Christian publishing. She has won several literary awards, such as Simon Schuster's Spiritual Development Award, the Evangelical Christian Publishers Association Gold Book Award twice, and the ECPA Platinum Book Award also twice. She has received the Global Media Summit's Platinum Award for her excellence in communication. Mary currently serves as president and publisher of Creative Enterprises Studio, which hosts 240 experienced freelancers who work through CES for major Christian publishers. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Mary. Come on board, Mary.
Hey, Ben, how are you tonight?
I am fantastic. And I do want to say something. So we've got a switchboard here, and both Mary and I have all of these different documents that we're having to kind of cheat with and look at. So please forgive us if our eyes are straying a little bit, but I'm on the control panel right here, kind of negotiating all this. And Mary's got her own trauma over there as well, right, Mary?
That's right. But we'll make it work.
We will.
Hey, Ben, before we get started, I think the people who are watching tonight would probably like to know a little bit more about you as well.
Well, I don't know about that, but
I know. I mean, the pajama bottoms kind of got us off on the wrong trail here, but
yes, bring us back to the right. Center us up here.
Well, I'd love to tell you all that Benjamin Dane is not only the vice president of Global Media Summit, but he is also a filmmaker and an actor. You've probably seen him in some of the roles he's played. But he started out in Christian community theater, but over time, Ben has amassed several notable film, television, and stage credits. He works both in the secular market and in the faith-based film industry. In fact, this year, Ben actually starred as President Taylor Brooks in a theatrical release called First Lady. He is also the owner and the founder of Robinson Creative, a design studio and a branding firm that's right here in Dallas. So, hey, he's bigger than life.
Well, thank you for the introduction, Mary. You make me sound so good. I appreciate that. Well, I want to
just reading the facts.
I want to tell you also that we can see your comments live, and so we're going to maybe take a break now and then and see who's writing us. Candy Rose says Sue Ellen is a great leader, a woman of prayer and vision. Thank you, Candy, for that. Marcia Domingo says greeting from Dubai. I told you we're global.
Wow.
So greetings to you as well, Marcia. Thanks for joining us. Lisa Burkhart Worley is on board also. She said she's looking forward to GMS 2021. So we've got, let's see, who else? Sandra Pate says praying for the GMS family. Thank you so much. Tracy Mitchell is online too. And she says, she said, get ready, prepare for 2021 GMS. Let's see who we got. Sharon Hills is excited to be watching. Donna Anderson says watching from New York. Wow. So that's wonderful. Beth Goss Townsend says, hey, y'all. So I don't know if do you know if Beth is from Texas, or is she just making fun of us Texans?
I don't know offhand, but if she's not, she should be.
That's right. Well, if she's not a Texan, she can just move on down and become one. It's not that hard. And we'll welcome her with open arms, but she may be here already. Well, listen, so I am so excited about this. Patty Mason just said, thrilled to be here from Nashville. Thanks, Patty, for joining us from Nashville. So we're going to have, Beth just said she's from Baton Rouge, not from Texas. So well, we'll forgive her, but that's okay. That's all right, Beth. But thanks for joining tonight. Okay, so we're going to start these awards, and this is just so exciting, Mary. There's so much that we're going to talk about tonight, and I am thrilled. These books are wonderful. I've seen the artwork, and I know a little bit about some of the authors. I've actually met a couple of the authors, and so I'm excited that that some of those are represented here. But tell us a little bit more about the judging process and how these books were selected.
Okay, well, I'm happy to do that. This is, as Ben said, our first year to actually do literary awards through GMS. So we kind of had to start from scratch and come up with the system and the judging and all of those kind of things. And I'm happy to say that we did that, and that really all Christian authors and publishers were invited to participate in the contest by submitting entries. The books could be traditionally published, or they could be independently published, or some people might call that self-published. The entries did have to have an original publication date of either 2018 or 2019. Mm-hmm. And we decided of this first year that we would do 5 categories of books. So those categories are autobiography and memoir. That's one category. The second category is Bible study. The third category is devotional. The fourth category is fiction. And the fifth category is nonfiction. So the judges for all of these different categories were chosen from among really highly qualified and experienced Christian publishing professionals. People like managing editors or project directors, or some of them were best-selling authors and others like that. So we were in really great hands with these talented folks. The judges were actually placed in the categories in which they have the most experience and background. So if we were looking for a nonfiction judge, then we chose people whose primary experience in publishing was with nonfiction. And that gave us the opportunity to lean on their expertise, you might say. So each book was judged using a 10-question evaluation form that we created. And there were 5 different evaluation forms because we had a different evaluation form for each category of books. You can't judge a fiction book by a nonfiction evaluation form because those things have so many different elements to them. Mm-hmm. So we had 5 different evaluation forms. And each book has had the opportunity to earn 10 points for each of the 10 questions, or a total of 100 points from each of the judges in that category. And so that turned out really well. And the points awarded by the judges then, when we got them, all the evaluation forms in, all of the points were totaled up for one book from all the judges in that category. And the book that came out with the highest total points was named the winner, and the book with the second highest total points was named the finalist. So we actually have one finalist and one winner in each of the categories, Ben. So tonight we have 10 awards to give out. Isn't that fun?
It's amazing. Yes, I love it. I love it. And it's great. I'm glad that we selected both a finalist and a winner because it really, out of so many entries, I think it shows, that these are talented authors with amazing books. And I'm glad it's not just one winner, So I love the fact that we're also awarding the finalists as well.
That's right. Me too.
Well, so I'm going to talk a little bit about how we're going to announce them. So what you'll see on the screen here is you will see, as Mary mentioned, you'll see that the categories will be listed in alphabetical order, and each category will be presented. We will first introduce the finalist, and then the winner will be announced, and that will be the winner over that category, and of course the finalists leading up to the winner. So you'll see each one of those books and the authors. And so you can also see the cover as well. So it's a great way to kind of see, get a glimpse of some of these books. Now, we want to also make sure that you support these authors. And once you see these winners, you're going to be amazed as well as I was. You're going to want to run out and go to Amazon or wherever, your local bookstore, or find out where you can get these books, because to me, I'm excited about seeing and reading some of these books myself. But okay, without further delay, let's get this party started, Mary.
Okay.
And the first category alphabetically is autobiography, memoir. All right,
That's
so
right.
Tell us a little bit more about this category, Mary.
Well, the question that's usually asked is, what's the difference in an autobiography and a memoir? First of all, an autobiography is the story of a person's life as told or written by that person. So it's a self-told story about their life. In comparison, though, a memoir is really an author's memories of a particular part of their life, probably not the whole thing. And they either can work with a writer or they may do it on their own. It depends on the author's skill and what they want to do. But these two categories, or really one category, these kind of books really are similar in style, and they are both biographical in nature, which is why they are combined in this one category. So it's a fascinating area, and according to the judges for this category, we had some really interesting entries in this category. But after careful review, they did manage to come up with two winners, a finalist and a winner. So I get to go first. I get to announce the very first winner, and I'm excited about that.
Okay, so here we go. I wish we had a sound effect where we could do the drum roll.
Yeah, we need
don't have that, Mary. So I'm going to pretend I'm going to do an air drum here.
Okay.
Here we go. Here is. Go ahead.
Well, I'm so happy to announce that the finalist in the autobiography memoir category goes to Patty Mason for her book, Finally Free, Breaking the Bonds of Depression Without Drugs. Congratulations, Patty. I know you're out there. We saw your note a while ago. So congratulations to you. And I have to tell you that Patty's story is about the hope and healing that she found when Jesus rescued her from the deep well of depression and set her free. What a wonderful story, and what an encouragement it must be to those who read her book. So congratulations, Patty.
That's amazing. And, you know, I love it that these authors they represent, you know, times in their lives of, you know, we've mentioned it before, but times of tragedy, times of trial. And these are real stories. And I love the fact that she wrote about depression. I mean, because a lot of people suffer through depression. And it is so wonderful to know there's a book there that will help people get through that. Okay, so now we really need that drum roll, but we don't have it. So I'm going to take the finalist, or actually the winner, and not the finalist, the actual winner. And so here we go. The winner in this category is Sarah Ward for her work in her book, Made for Hope, Discovering Unexpected Gifts in Brokenness. Congratulations, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Made for Hope identifies 15 unexpected gifts that we can find in brokenness. It helps us discover how God can give us surprises in the midst of life's tragedies. So, gosh, how wonderful is that as well? Mary, so did you have a chance to read any of these books? I know that you rely on several of the judges. Did you have a chance to read any of the books as well?
I was able to read through sections of most of them because when you get as many as we did, I didn't have a chance to read them all. But, you know, the thing I love about autobiography and memoir is that they're very real. They're true stories. And they're often stories about overcomers for different kinds of tragedies and things that happen in life. And I think what they say to us is, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can overcome their problems, then maybe I can overcome mine. And so there's such a great encouragement. So
yeah, that's so good. And I'm a designer. You know, we do branding at Robinson Creative, and I got to say that this cover for Sarah's Made for Hope, I just think it's beautiful. I love the color with the balloons, and what a wonderful visual that being lifted up in the air. Because I know with when people think about depression, there's a lot of darkness. So what a wonderful, bright, colorful image there. So we've got a few comments. I want to go through these really quick. We've got Karen Hughes Daniel. She says, congratulations. Tracy Mitchell, congratulations, Sarah. Lots of congratulations from Annette Truck, Lisa Buffalo. She's congratulating Sarah as well. Patty Mason. Donna Robinson also says, congratulations to Patty and Sarah. Candy Rose. Yes. So Brenda Crouch is online. Hey, Brenda. She's saying congratulations also to Patty and Sarah as well. Beautiful colors and wonderful subjects. So that is great. So we've got a great audience here. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. As I said earlier, this is a little bit different for us. It's our first annual online Christian Literary Awards for the Global Media Summit. So we're going to get right on to it, to the next category. Here we go. All right. So a Bible study. Now, Mary, I love this category. As I mentioned before, you know, how wonderful it is to have kind of a study guide to lead us through the Bible. We can, of course, read the word on our own, and that's wonderful, and we can attend church. But to have a study guide that helps us through certain sections of the Bible, I think it's phenomenal. And to have that great study guide in a small group or even individually, what a wonderful thing it is. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the Bible study category?
Okay. Well, the Bible study category, of course, is a rock in our industry. It's been here all along. It may have been one of the very first kinds of books that really were ever produced in Christian publishing. And for that very reason that you were talking about, Ben, that a Bible study book is really specifically focused on in-depth studies in the Word of God. That's what their purpose is. And these really can take on a wide variety of styles and approaches and formats, really based on the author's preferences and how they want to present the information they know. What I love about Bible study is that if I'm not a great Bible student, or if I'm not a great Bible scholar, I can learn from those who know more than I do. Yes. And I think that's such a great thing, because everybody's perspective on stories in the Bible and lessons from the Bible are different. If they weren't, Christian publishing would be out of business. So,
right.
So that's just the way it goes. So the judges for the Bible study category actually selected 2 winners, and we're going to talk about those now, and you get to go first.
Wonderful. Well, I just love it. Like you said, I think that you glean so much. And when someone studies the Word of God and gleans something different, and you have that different perspective, it just expounds your study in the Word as well. So here we go. And we are happy to announce the finalist for the Bible study category is The Forgotten Resting Place by Lisa Buffalo. Congratulations, Lisa. I know you're watching us, so congratulations. Based on Jeremiah 50:6. This 5-session Bible study helps us find a safe place to take a deep breath and find rest in our world that seems to have gone completely crazy, especially here lately. So congratulations.
So true, so true. And I know Lisa personally, and she's a great lady. And I'm so happy to see your book winning, Lisa. Congratulations. Well, we also have a winner in this Bible study category. And I'm happy to say that it is Praying God's Promises, the Life-Changing Power of Praying the Scriptures by Linda Evans Shepherd. So congratulations, Linda. I don't know if you're with us tonight. I hope you are. This book, published by the Revell Division of Baker Publishing Group, it teaches us how to pray God's promises of peace, promises for health, for relationships, for children, and for so much more. In truth, it is the perfect book for your nightstand. Brings you peace right before you go to sleep.
Oh, love that. Love that. Yeah. Well, congratulations to you both. And again, devotionals are, you know, again, it's kind of like the foundations of our faith. And to have that daily devotional, I love it that we can have that. You know, the devotional category is something that I treasure as well. And I think that, you know, I love a daily devotional because it kind of, like we were talking about the Bible study category, but the devotional category, it gives you kind of that daily boost. It lets us focus on one scripture or one excerpts from the Bible at a time, and it expounds it. And I love that. So tell us a little bit more about the devotional category, Mary.
Okay, well, actually, the devotional category is one of my very favorites. I love to write devotionals, and I love to use devotional books myself, because the writing in a devotional book, I think it tends to be more sensitive kind of writing. It's more expressive, and it literally really calls us into the very heart and presence of God. So it touches your heart. It makes you think about important things, and it calls to mind special scriptures, or perhaps quotations, or song lyrics, or other things that join together with the message of the devotional to give us hope and to give us peace and joy. So the judges in this category chose 2 books for the winners in this area, and I get to go first this time. So I'm congratulating now Kim Crable, who was selected as the finalist with her devotional entitled Infinitely More Than You Can Ask or Imagine. So this well-written 40-day devotional is really based on Ephesians 3:20, and it takes us on a journey of self-discovery while drawing us closer to Jesus. So, Kim, thank you so much for doing that for us and for pulling us closer to Jesus in your work. We love that.
Yay, Kim. Kim's a friend. So I'm celebrating with you. So congratulations, Kim. And I love it that it's a 40-day devotional. The number 40 is so important in scripture. So here is the first place winner. We're going to announce now. Let's see. Let me get over to the first place winner, and it's Gayla Grace and her devotional Step Parenting with Grace, a devotional for blended families. Congratulations, Gayla.
Congratulations.
Published by Worthy Inspired Books. The devotional offers peace when blended families demand it and overwhelm you. A veteran stepmom herself, Gayla Grace provides an encouragement that you may need. So tell us a little bit more about these 2 books, Mary.
Well, all I can say is, devotionals are a huge challenge to write. I know I did a devotional years ago for Tyndall House, and it was a 365-day devotional. I thought I would never get through with it. So I congratulate these folks on doing devotionals that perhaps are a little bit more digestible. And but again, I love the devotional type of writing because of its sensitivity, and because it addresses issues and problems and things that we have in our lives. So a great job by both of these authors, Kim Crable and Gayla Grace.
And so because you've written one yourself, how difficult it is.
It's very difficult.
And what I love about these 2 devotionals is they're completely 2 different themes.
Right.
And it's I think it's interesting, like the step parenting. I mean, how interesting that is today, especially with so many blended families that are out there. I just think that, someone that has compiled all these scriptures and daily devotionals when you need it most, it's great. So congratulations to both those winners. They're both ladies. And let me go real quickly. I'm going to see who we have. Let's see. Sue Ellen Roberts says, Gayla, much needed book. Congratulations. Sandra Pate says, what a blessing. Congratulations, Gayla. So lots of congratulations on both Kim and Gayla's wins. Let's see. Donna Anderson says, congratulations both to Kim and Gayla. So let's see. Wow, we've got lots of congratulations. Brenda also. She's having audio issues. Sorry about that, Brenda. Hopefully you'll get to hear us. But well, this is great. It's wonderful to see your comments. So keep those coming. We'll try to break in and let everyone else know who's saying what and who all's there. And it's really wonderful for us to know who's watching. So thank you so much. Well, let's get on to the show. We have our next category. And Mary, this is fiction. This is one of my favorite categories.
Wow.
Tell us a little bit about the fiction category.
Well, the fiction category, of course, is a very popular genre among today's readers, either Christian readers or general market readers. These are typically invented or made up book-length stories that are compelling and entertaining. So in the Christian industry, they often also teach some subtle, valuable spiritual lessons. At least we hope they're subtle. And so fiction books, to me, they're the most difficult genre to write. My brain just will not go there. I do not try to work on fiction. I do not write fiction because to me they're extremely complicated. And you have to be really, really dedicated and good at what you do to pull off a really great fiction book, in my opinion. So I congratulate every person who's ever written a fiction book because I think they're a huge challenge. But those who do it well, they really bless us with great reading, great entertainment, and special lessons from God.
Well, and I could relate to these because they are storytellers. Absolutely. And, being an actor and a filmmaker, I love a good story. So I'm excited to find out who these two winners are.
Well, I'll give you the first one then. So I'm happy to say that the finalist for the fiction category is my friend Lynn Gentry and her book, Flying Fossils, The River Between Duty and Love. Congratulations, Lynn. I have to tell you that Lynn is truly a master storyteller. And if you haven't read any of her work, you should, because you will be greatly blessed. This particular book kind of weaves a compelling tale of 3 generations of tough, funny, and stubborn women as they learn to really deal with each other while they're also learning to cope with mounting family obligations. So what a great story, what a great tale. And I'm just so proud of my friend Lynn for submitting this and for the courage I know it takes to do this kind of a book.
That's wonderful. That is so great. I know a lot of powerful, strong women in my life, and they've made an impact in my life. So thank God that Lynn wrote this. It's so wonderful. I'm sure many women can relate to that story. Well, okay, here we go. And the first place winner is, for fiction, Gail Roper for her book, Hide and Seek. Congratulations, Gail. Author of more than 45 books, Gail spins a mysterious and fascinating story of a mother hiding secrets and avoiding threats as she seeks special insights from God. Some people hide, some people seek. Conflict always results. Okay, wow. They both sound so interesting, Mary.
They sound great, don't they? And I'm sure I know there were lots of others in this category, and I'm sure the judges had to work hard to choose a winner. When you're judging fiction, unlike some other categories, you really pretty much have to read the whole book so that you know the story and you can see how it weaves in and out and how the characters develop and so many other things. So I'm especially grateful to the judges of the fiction category because it's a time-consuming thing to read.
And it may take probably, a couple of read-throughs just because, the details that are involved.
Exactly right.
In the story. Well, that's wonderful. Well, I think we're about ready to touch on our last. Is that right? Am I right?
That's right. Can you believe we're already there?
Gosh, we've already gone through 4 categories. This is our last category, Mary. So I'm excited about this to find out who the winners are. And let's see, before we do it, let me check on some comments and see who we have. Let's see, we've got Donna and Lisa and Candy and the Christian Women's Association and Media. So all are offering congratulations to both ladies. Karen Hughes Daniel, Patty Mason also. Hey, Patty, glad to see you're here as well. And Sharon Hill. So we've got quite a few. Make sure you keep the comments coming and we will get back to you guys. Actually, after the next category, we'll talk a little bit more about the winners and this whole process. So before we go any further with comments, we're going to talk about this nonfiction category. So tell us, Mary, a little bit more about nonfiction.
Okay, well, the nonfiction category really is what publishers consider the mainstay or the bread and butter books of the publishing trade. So, nonfiction books are often referred to as trade books. Now, more nonfiction books are produced in this industry than any other genre. And these may be self help books, they may be topical discussions, or a huge variety of other formats and styles and topics. The bottom line to nonfiction is it has to be factual and not fiction. So you may spend a lot of time checking your sources, creating endnotes, and verifying facts and things in a nonfiction book. So it's no small chore to write a really top-notch nonfiction book. Well, because this is the largest genre of books in our industry, we also had more entries in the nonfiction category than in the other categories. And that was predictable, in my opinion. So what that means is the competition was really tough.
Yeah, sure.
And the judges really had their work cut out for them to choose the winners. And even so, here are the finalists and the winner of the nonfiction category. And I know this is going to be exciting for so many people.
Well, I'm excited. Again, we're gonna do that air drum roll. So it is our pleasure to announce the finalist for the nonfiction is Dr. Tracy Mitchell's book, Becoming Brave and How to Think Big, Dream Wildly and Live Fear-Free. Congratulations, Tracy. Tracy's a friend. So excited for you.
Let it go, Tracy.
It's published by Emanate Books, a division of Thomas Nelson. Becoming Brave offers a fresh, innovative approach to intentionally living a meaningful, courageous life. Tracy says a courageous life is not stumbled upon, it's cultivated. Love that.
Yeah, and if you know Tracy, you know she lives by that. And she's a great lady. Tracy Mitchell is actually president of Global Media Summit. So we're so glad that her book was one of the ones that could take the award. It's great. She earned it.
I'm so excited. And you said there were several entries in this category.
Yeah, there were quite a few entries in this category. So she's done great. And I've read this entire book, and I tell you, if you haven't read it, you're missing something special. Tracy has such a great way with words. And she has so many little nuggets and sound bites, you might say, in her book. And it's very unique to read, and it's very powerful. So I challenge you to get a copy of Becoming Brave and read it. You'll love it.
Well, that's so amazing. Congrats, Tracy, for that. And so our last award is here. This is the winner of the nonfiction category. So let me get over there. I've got my little switchboard here. I'm kidding, my control panels. All right, so the winner of the nonfiction category, congratulations to Kat Armstrong for No More Holding Back, emboldening women to move past barriers, see their worth, and serve God everywhere. Published by the W Publishing Group of Thomas Nelson, this winning entry asks the challenging question, why am I allowing limitations on my pursuit of Jesus' calling? And No More Holding Back, Kat debunks 5 common myths about women and invites us to discover the joy and freedom of being all for Jesus. Oh, wow.
Well, that's
I love the cover on this one too. I like all these covers, but this one just pops out there, and visually it's very eye-catching.
Right, and uniquely done. And Ben, I have to tell you, that's a wrap.
Wow.
What a wonderful list of finalists and winners tonight. I'm so glad that all of these people have chosen to participate. And it's just been so much fun getting the books in, looking at them, working with the judges and all that. It's been great fun for me.
Well, it's so great too. I think what's happened is, this being our first year, it's just going to grow and it's going to get more competitive as we move forward. Next year, I'm sure there'll be more entries. And I think you were telling me a little bit that several publishers had entered their authors in some of these the categories.
Right. Well, we had several winners tonight from companies like Baker Publishing and Thomas Nelson and those kind of things, Revell. So I'm really happy to see those those major traditional publishers get involved, and next year we'll get the word out even sooner and more, and hopefully we'll have lots more of those major publishers competing in this competition. And
Yes,
that'll be
yes.
a great thing.
Well,
So,
I want to thank all the contestants and everyone for participating. That we're sorry that all can't win. Of course, we'd love to hand out a trophy to everyone,
that's
but
right.
we hope you'll join us in 2021 at the Global Media Summit Christian Literary Awards, because as Mary said, they're going to continue to grow, and the word's going to get out about our awards. And we wanted to start off with a bang this year, but it's kind of great, Mary, that we're able to come live into people's homes tonight. I think that that's a great thing. So they can wear pajamas and we can stay dressed up, but it beats the traveling and the traffic and all the stuff that you got to go through. Now, I think though, a lot of ladies out there love the preparation part of it, right? I mean, is it something you enjoy, Mary?
I do. I like getting dressed up. I like going to fancy dinners and award events and
Yes.
parties and things. It's always good for me. Mostly, I love the people. So I love seeing old friends that maybe don't live close by, and we only see
Yes.
them maybe once a year. But that's been a joy for me, being in the Global Media Summit and with the Christian Women in Media. I've learned to love a lot of wonderful people, and that's great for me. And I want to take just a minute to say a very special thank you to the judges who
Mm-hmm.
participated with us. They donated their time to do this, and I have to tell you, the people that we selected as judges are extremely busy people. And they are up to their necks in Christian publishing every day. And I am so grateful to each one of those judges for dedicating their time and energy to help us do really top quality judging. And
Well, I'm so glad they were able to join us, because these are some tremendous books.
yeah,
And like I said, if now that you know these award-winning books, please go out and purchase them and read them and support these winners, because next year it might be you winning, and
that's
so
right.
you want people to support you as well. But the judges were, I'm sure, and of course I didn't see all of the entries, but man, I'm sure it took quite a bit of effort to select these winners.
Yeah. And I also just want to help everybody remember that the actual physical awards will be presented at the next live in-person event. And that date will be announced a little later, and when we can all kind of get back together again. And meanwhile, I just like to say, let's all continue to stay safe and to be healthy, knowing that our God is really in control, and this is all going to come out sooner or later.
Yes.
But, as the ad on TV says, I think it's a good one. It says, the more we stay apart, the sooner we can all get back together. And I am looking forward to that.
Oh, I am too, Mary. It's going to be a great celebration, I think, when we all get together. But like you said, I think it's a great time to reflect, reset what God is doing, because I think it's a time, I was watching television last night, and there was a speaker talking about how many people will ask you, what did you do, during the pandemic? What did you do when you were self-quarantined? How did you grow? How did you learn? What did you learn? And how are you different? And I thought about that, and I thought, man, we all as believers have to come together, believe together for the good of the country, pray for each other, lift each other up. But more importantly, we've got to seek the Lord for his direction in our lives, because listen, he's given you talents and abilities that no one else has. And he needs to kind of reset you, make that talent known to the world so we can build his kingdom. So thank you so much for joining us tonight on this very interesting Global Media Summit broadcast live on Facebook. We certainly appreciate you. And again, stay safe. Always trust in the Lord in everything that you do. And remember us next year at the 2021 Global Media Summit. If you don't like this page, make sure you like us, follow us, find out there's daily scripture readings. There's we come on quite a bit with live broadcasts on the Global Media Facebook page. There's also tips and articles that are shared. So let it be your companion, if you would. It's a really great resource. So thank you again. God bless you. Good night, and we'll see you soon.
Good night.